Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm just waiting for everybody to trickle in. Fate Grand Farming, yes sir. It's about that time. This is the in-game music? No, I'm playing my own. Imagine any gacha game featuring metalcore or like heavier metal as part of their games. I'm sure some games do that, like Nikke does. Nikke has some heavier tracks, but nah. Like honestly, in terms of like soundtracks or like music genres, Nikke is probably on the more intense side of things, because they actually feature like the heavier shit. Most gacha games don't do that. Nah, this is just some music that I popped up. Excuse me. Okay. QP team setup. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Time to grind. I've run out of QP because I had to level up. I was basically leveling up, what, like, all the new servants I got with my Archetype Earth rolls. So, like, 5 or 6 servants. Not including Archetype Earth herself, of course. So, we got a lot of QP grinding to do. How's it going? Hey, what's going on? It's going alright. Had some lunch with the IRL buddy protagonist. And there's a little bit of grocery shopping, but now we're back. You'd like to see a gacha that lets you use music in your own library. Unfortunately, I don't think that's ever going to happen unless you have a gacha game that's specifically designed for PC. And even then, I would argue that's actually not a great idea. If you want to do something like that, then it has to be unofficial. Like, oh, you can like pull off some you can like mod your game in order to like play your own custom music. Because you run if you have a gacha game that lets you like officially lets you include your own music to listen to, then you run the risk of players seeing that as like this means that this gacha game is not confident in its own music, right? Like, why would you let your players like choose their own music, right? Like music that's not sanctioned officially by the game itself, right? You can just play whatever random ass music that other people have made that have no relevance to the game itself. So like people will see that and be like, oh, that means that the game itself doesn't have great music, so that's why they're letting their own players do this. Might be a stretch, but one of the key things about gacha games is the music, right? So, like, if your music is good enough, technically you don't really need to mod in your own music or, like, use your own music. So, I don't think you'll be seeing a gacha game let you do anything like that anytime soon, but, you know, suppose it can happen. Also, Hannah, sorry for missing your resub at the beginning. Thanks for the 14-month resub. Welcome back, as usual. Using Arc to farmer for XP. I mean, she's got 100% battery. I am using her. She also cost me 3,000 Saint Quartz. Don't forget, I haven't forgotten yet. So I am gonna. You better damn well know I'm gonna get my money's worth. How many runs do you think it'll take? Oh, quite a bit. I just need the QP first, though, in order to just even get started on the grailing journey. Got Arc, but no Vich. Oof, unfortunate. Did you hit pity on first copy? No, Akame. I usually go through something worse. What I mean by that is I have never had to invoke FGO's pity ever since NA's gotten it. You might hear that and think, well, that must be a good thing, right? That you never had to go to pity. Well, consider this. Remember that in FGO, even pity only applies for the first copy of the rate up 5-star on any given banner, right? Which means that if you get the rate up 5-star earlier than the pity, right, which is normally supposed to happen, that means that your pity is immediately gone. And we all know that you can only hit pity once per banner in FGO. So What that means for me is because I have never officially had to use pity. What that means is I usually get my first copy pretty early, and then I go on a fucking thousand, like several thousand. Well, not several thousand. I'm exaggerating, but basically I go on a dry streak that's longer than pity. Because again, the game considers me to have already used up my pity. Because I got the first copy early. Alright, no more pity for you. Go fuck yourself. How much QP is 120? Probably a lot. Not probably. It is a lot. How much, I don't know. I'm sure people have done the math before. But I don't know the number off the top of my head. If only Aniplex wasn't so greedy. I would say it's more so Sony, but yeah, Aniplex. We can throw Aniplex on the bus too. Fuck Aniplex. Something greedy ass fucking Japanese corpo. Something. You were grinding yesterday and managed to 120 in Morge. Hey, congrats. We love to see it. 200, 300 mil QP for you to 120 arc. Oof, that's gonna take a while then. Oh yeah, Majijoten, yeah. I'm surprised you didn't know about this before. It's always been that way. Which is why I consider FGO's pity to be an insult of a pity. It may as well not even exist. At least for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad it at least exists in some form, so that way at least some people will be saved from absolute fucking darkness. But it's not relevant to me because I've never been able to use it. And because I haven't been able to use it, and because of the nature of FGO pity, I end up getting fucked anyway. So yeah, Aniplex / Los Angeles / Sony, whoever decided that was gonna be a thing, can go fuck themselves. I will enjoy watching them burn in the pits of hell. And what's worse, we lost quite a few 4-star solar rips. Yep, that's true as well. Yeah. Which is just a nerf, yeah, pretty much. I keep meaning to see how much QP I'm getting per run, but I keep scrolling past it on accident. You don't believe it should exist either? Not in its current form, no. Yeah, FGO's pity is a fucking insult to gacha games as a whole. PR7 release today. Who are you going first? Oh, I should probably be grinding Azur Lane and PR while I'm farming FGO actually. Good, thanks for reminding me. I think earlier this morning before I headed out with my buddy Protagonist for lunch and shit, I think I set mine for the Italian girl first, the pasta boat. I forget what her name is. She had big titties, so I decided to go for her first. Because of course. Hey Chaos Within, welcome back, man. How's it going? It's going okay. May as well pop up Azur Lane on my where is it? On the stream too. Let's see. Oh, I'm surprised I don't have my Azur Lane scene here. Time to fix that. There it is. I wonder where I should have the Azur Lane screen. Maybe down here next to chat. Let me set up my my Azur Lane PR grind team. I think I was in the middle of setting them up. Fuck, I forgot who I had on in my resting room or my dorms. Signora, Tequila. What's my third one? Oh yeah, and then whatever her name was. Those three, and then medium one or Tashkent, Cranked, and Akko Alt. Okay, I have those two. I should have Tequila up, or Akila is her real name. Okay. Cranked, Tash. And then Akko Alter, I think I had. Yeah. Check their weapons. Let's see, secondary gun. Who can I give to her? I don't know. I'm using Hammond for upside thing, so I can't take that off her. Pama Curia? Why the fuck does she have it? Oh, I don't think she needs it. Heavy, so she can use. So I want to grind on World 12, I think. She might need some AA. Nah, I don't think she does. Alright, time to munch on some blue apples. Make sure everyone's geared out. Yes, everyone's geared out. Alright. Start throwing them over at World 12, the 12 4 or something. Okay, and they're off. How do Azur Lane skins work? Do you pay for them or is it gacha? No, all gacha skins. All Azur Lane skins are direct purchase. There is no such thing as skin gacha in Azur Lane. And Azur Lane skins are the cheapest skins that you can buy out of any gacha game that I play. And considering how high quality Azur Lane skins are these days, holy shit, they are so fucking worth it. At least compared to how much you would pay for skins in most other gacha games these days. But no, none of them is skin gacha. They are all direct purchase. Naturally, if there are like live 2D skins, naturally they'll be a little bit more expensive, right? But even then, they're pretty manageable. Not only that, but usually these days, because with every major event they push out like a batch of skins all at once for like 5 or 6 characters all at once. So usually for major events, they'll also offer like a I guess technically there would be a skin gacha, but how Azur Lane's, it's more like a bundle where you buy a skin bundle for like $30, and then not only does it give you gems, quite a few gems actually, premium currency, but also they give you a random skin. So the bundle will give you a random skin as soon as you open it. So a random skin out of like the new ones that came with that patch. So even if you didn't get the skin that you didn't want, the bundle will give you enough gems where you can buy the skin that you wanted, that you kind of the skin that you wanted, just directly to. If you get lucky and you end up getting a skin you want, or getting a skin you wanted, then you can just use those gems to buy another skin you want, if you want another skin. And those $30 packs are very much so worth it. Hey, brah. Welcome back. Will I do a whales? Like, yes, I need to record all my whales logs and dolphins logs for the month of July. Anime Expo kind of screwed up my my schedule because of how busy I was over the weekend, or over last week. So that wasn't fun. But now that Anime Expo's done, and I've kind of recovered from that, even though I didn't even fucking go to the con myself. Yeah, I'll be recording whales logs soon. TM. What MP should Morgan be for good Buster reloading? Remember that she's a berserker, so MP1 Morgan is gonna hit like a fucking wet noodle. That's kind of what happens with all MP1 berserkers. Yeah, so 4,500. What do you think of the new PR7 boats? This batch of PR7s, I don't see anybody that I really I'm like absolutely gooning for. The US, the American destroyer looks kind of interesting, but she doesn't have big titties, so. Oh, and also here is Nikke. I'll put Nikke on the bottom left here. Okay, let us begin the process, chat. Is Summer Ibuki worth going for MP1? You just want her for utility and arc support and multi-core? Summer Ibuki is the one that enables Plug Suit 2 support with arc, right? Because I tried using her in the standard double coin Skya, double KOL and Oberon setup, but that doesn't seem to work because Arc doesn't get the 30% charge for herself off her third skill. I assume what needs to happen is you need to Plug Suit in a servant who can reduce skill cooldown, right? And I already have my Malter at max bonds, so. You forgot Arjuna? For what? Oh yeah, I forgot. We're not at level 100 yet, so. Nice. How's the business of keeping the house going? Keep asking, Kamo. Maybe I really will get thrown out of my house. Perhaps if you continue to pray for my eventual demise, maybe I'll get there. You got Ray and Arknights and 2 multis. You got really lucky. Feels nice to get lucky in Arknights for once. Yeah. Congrats on your Ray. I got her relatively quickly myself too, so I'm there with you. Because I rolled Ray after my Archetype Earth rolls, so it was nice being lucky in another game at least. We have animations leaked for 1.2 WoWa characters. Do we really? Who even are they actually? I don't usually get WoWa leaks on my Twitter timeline. Ember grind kind of annoying extra class. Yeah, it's always how it's gonna be. That's why if you ever plan on grailing an extra class, you always want to save up. You should immediately start saving up like the all class 4 and 5-star Embers. 5-star Embers mainly, because obviously all class 4-star Embers are pretty easy to get because from like, you know, events and shit. I believe events these days have been selling us you can buy like packs of like 50 5-star Embers, right, from shops. So yeah, like ideally you should save all those for your extra class grail targets. Ideally. Paintbrush Girl and Male Gauntlet Electro. Paintbrush Girl, is she the glasses girl who looks kind of shy? Because I think I saw Lakari on his stream pull up her drip marketing tweet. I think it seems Lakari really likes that girl. They should give us 5-star XP in Lotto. That would be ideal. Yeah, honestly, they should. Yeah. Because I was about to say, like, well, then that would mean that our hardcore grinders would, like, be, like, fully stocked up on 5-star XPs. But, like, bro, we're only a tiny part of the overall community. Most people aren't gonna fucking go full degen and, like, store, like, literal thousands of fucking 5-star Embers. So it's like, bro, who fucking cares at this point? Just make it easier for everybody. Also, the fact that they don't sell the 5-star Embers in the Mana Prism shop, yeah, honestly, kind of weird. JP has that in Lotto. What, the 5-star Embers in lottery boxes? Oh, do they really? It's about time. Because NA hasn't seen 5-star Embers in our lotteries yet. But if it's on the way, then alright, scratch that then. We don't need to wait. Hopefully we don't need to wait too long for him. Oh, what you were saying, Arjuna, when I was talking a bit wet noodle, damage Zerkers. Oh, since you said Arjuna, not Godjuna, I immediately thought of Archer Arjuna. I was like, huh? What you talking about, Willis? On 90+ nodes, you might have trouble with Morgan at low MP levels. Arguably, MP1 Morgan will still have trouble even at regular level 90 nodes. Like, MP1 Morgan has trouble, like, hitting, like, 100,000 damage thresholds, to be honest. Like, unless she's hitting anti-humanoid, or anti-humanoid. Or, sorry, not anti-humanoid. Anti-man attribute. Yeah, better luck for the last copies of Arc. Yes and no. The last two, for MP4 and MP5, they showed up relatively quickly, but then I had to spend another, like, 4 or 5 packs to secure the MP6. So, like, if I had decided to just stop at MP5, that would have been a lot better for me monetarily. But, you know, fuck me and my decision to try to go for MP6, right? Thanks, Lozangle. Enjoy my fucking rent money, I guess. Fucking bitches. Greedy ass motherfuckers. Moon cancers are only 1.1x damage? No, moon cancers are 1.0. They don't have any additional class damage modifiers, bro. The only classes that have additional class damage modifiers of over 1.0x is they are Lancers at 1.05, so they get a 5% damage bonus. Avengers, they get a 10% damage bonus, so 1.1, and Rulers at 1.1. I believe everyone else is either neutral or they don't get any damage bonus at all. Or in other words, they have no class damage bonus modifier, or they're slightly negative at either 95%, so 0.95x, as in the case of archers, or 0.9x, or a 10% damage reduction, as is the case with assassins and I think there was another class. Was it just assassins? No, assassins and casters. Yeah, everyone else is 1.0. But as far as I'm aware, moon cancers don't get any damage bonus. Oh, you're trying to compare Summer Melusine with Samurai Ibuki? Okay, then yeah, you were thinking of Rulers then. Is Summer Ibuki in 2 weeks? Possibly, yes. Because we already have the summer social media promotion tweet out where, you know, we retweet it and like it, and we get free sync quartz. So yes, it's probably very soon. Unfortunately for us. Oh, FGO, it's time for your bi-weekly wallet milking. Yes, Lozangle. Yes, Sony. Yes, yes, Aniplex. Here's our wallets again. Don't let Sony suck up all our rent money. You think Avalon will be first? Yeah, they showed off Proto Merlin at the Anime Expo FGO panel first. I don't think they showed off Summer Ibuki, so yeah. We will be getting Proto Merlin first, I believe. Unfortunately for my ass. Rulers are a really good class. Defensively, yes. Offensively, it's a toss-up. MP1 Summer Musashi is not good enough for all nodes. What MP level should she be for basic overall farming then? I think you can get away with her at MP1 with like anything up to level 90. At level 90, she might have a little bit of trouble. But then like we have double Castori and fucking plug suit, so like you can make some shit work with that, I would imagine. But obviously don't expect her to do anything past level 90. Like she might have trouble with 90 plus. Actually, she should have trouble with 90 plus. And forget about 90 plus obviously. But like regular 90, I think she should be able to do that. If Arc gets a buff where her cooldown makes it 6 turns instead of 7, would she become the best Buster Reloader or Black Grail? Possibly, because then she can run. Then you can run Oberon with her. You can realistically run Oberon with her. So yeah, probably, maybe. Then again, she's still Moon Cancer, and God Juna exists. So. Why double Castoria instead of double Coin Skya? Because I was talking, the context was I was talking about Summer Musashi. I don't think you're gonna use double Coin Skya light on a servant like an art servant like Summer Musashi, are you? Context is important. Who would have thunk? You were hoping for more time? Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like for us, we're not going to get it. Yeah, exactly, Camu, yeah. God Juna, Morgan. Though, obviously, if you want to run double KOL, then you got to use your own Morgan. So, taking a support Morgan, I don't know how well that's going to work. $60 FPS is a nice update after quitting FGO for about a year. I thought we've had the 60 FPS update for more than a year at this point. But regardless, welcome back to FGO. I don't know why you decided to step back into the depths of hell, but welcome back regardless. I assume you came back for Archetype Earth. So enjoy your time while you still spend. Enjoy your time down here in hell while it lasts. Are you the only one who finds Summer Ibuki kind of boring? I mean, all farming servants are fucking boring after a while. It just depends on how much you like them personally, or to put it in a more laconic way, it mainly depends on how much you are willing to goon to them. You know, whenever you're not playing FGO, whenever you're not actually playing the game itself. Oops, wrong button. She's more Coomer bait than anything. I don't know if you can just casually call the best art slooper in the game more Coomer bait than anything, bro. Excuse me? Which Summer Volk are you picking Ortland? I think Ortland is the black-haired one. It's been a while since I last took a look at the Volks. But I believe the black-haired one. Or whoever's named Ortland. She is? Alright, cool. Your JP account has Summer, Ibuki, and Castoria. Just about nothing else. Gets a bit boring after a while, but carries you through most content. Yeah, they're definitely your workhorse team, for sure. But yeah, it gets a job. It might be a little bit boring, but hey, it gets the job done. So, at least that way, you know. At least with them, you don't have to worry about like not being able to complete content. And then you can try to spend your Saint Quartz on servants you actually like using for like challenge quests and shit. Did you get Summer Rosanna? Yes, I did. I picked her up through gold mileage tickets because I'm still wasting all my gems trying to go for Summer Sakura just to not get her and just keep getting spooks. But I do have Summer Rosanna up here somewhere. Yeah, there she is. Anybody having trouble buying more Saint Quartz? Oh, is it having trouble again? Who did you invest first in between MP3 Arc or MP2 Melusine? Honestly, I would say MP2 Melusine if you have Black Rail. Yeah, I would say if you have Black Rail, go for Melusine for sure. Because Melusine, you can actually double coin Skya Oberon, assuming that you have all of them, of course. If you have your own Oberon, if you have your own KOL. If you don't have Oberon, then I guess I would say who is it? Arc? Because currently Arc does not work with the standard double KOL Oberon setup. Because she's missing 30% charge on wave 3, if you try to use her like that. So for now, you don't really have a choice, but to run Arc with double KOL and Atlas Academy for the additional skill cooldown. So if you have Oberon and if you have Black Grail, I would say MP2 Melusine, because then you can unlock her full farming potential, or just her true nuke potential. If you don't have either, or if you're missing one of them, if you're missing Oberon, I think if you don't have Black Gray, you can still try to invest into Melusine anyway. But if you don't have Oberon, then, well, there's not really much of a choice. Or you don't really have much of a choice, I don't think. How am I doing? Hey, it's Stalkers. How's it going, man? I'm doing alright. Hanging in there. Or at least trying to. Desperately clinging on to what sanity I have left. You find the idea of Zerkers for farming really boring. It gets a job done for content. I understand your concern now, but for the first 4 or 5 years of FGO farming, maybe 5 years is a little too long. For like the first 3 or 4 years of FGO farming, remember that event farming nodes were not uniform classes. Like, these days, farming is really, really easy because every single fucking event node has, like, all the enemies are the exact same fucking class. it was not always like that. Just as a kind reminder. So berserkers, old school FGO players are used to relying on berserkers a lot for our farming because obviously berserkers are good against everyone. And when your farming nodes were usually when your old farming nodes back in the day usually consisted of like a whole shit ton of different classes, yeah, berserkers made perfect sense. We just used berserkers all fucking day if we could get away with it. In case another server wasn't like a clearly a better option. Nowadays, it's like, yeah, you don't really need to use berserkers anymore because at that point, like, why? Unless like you just really want to use Morgan or Gajuna or something. Well, you know, Gajuna is something more than the berserker as long as his Buster debuff hits. So he almost doesn't even count. Can Summer Suzuka enable that? Cause she can give Arc 30% more charge? No. Because where are you gonna fit her? Are you gonna replace Oberon with Summer Suzuka? Unless Summer Suzuka has like a suicide NP. Or like you use her NP and she fucking kills herself or something. But as far as I'm aware, that's not her name isn't Arash. I know that Summer Chloe has that whole weird fucking like plug suit thing, but like from what I could tell, the double Summer Chloe setup is really fucking annoying. Like basically just as bad as fucking double waiver or some shit, if not worse. So like if you want to do that, fucking go ahead, man. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do anything like that personally, but hard to replace 70% charge. Yeah, exactly. You replace Oberon with Summer Suzuka. Well, okay. Where's your other 40% going? Back in the days when Kintoki was the GOAT, Kintoki are beloved. The best single target servant in the game back then. For year 1 and possibly up to even year 2. Running double KOL and Summer Chloe since you basically have 2 Plux in that team? Ew. God, that shit sounds painful. Why the fuck? I mean, like, bro, if you're that desperate to make a team work using fucking what's essentially double plug suit, then sure, man, go ahead. I ain't touching that shit with the fucking 15-foot pole. Like, maybe if we were talking about, like, back in the day, back when I was in my fucking FGO farming prime, then sure, I would have probably fucked with that a little bit. But nowadays, hell no. That shit can go fuck itself. God, double plug suit just sounds fucking disgusting to even say out loud. Jesus. Yeah, no thank you, man. Not for me. Add Miss Crane too, because why not? Oh yeah, just throw in a 3rd plug suit in there too. All the fucking plug suits. Now every single one of your farming runs now lasts fucking 10 minutes. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. You forgot how painful it was to farm QP? Really? I find this kind of relaxing, honestly. Just tap skills and throw out the MP and, you know, you're good to go. Now, as you can see, we now observe Mr. Tuhu in his natural environment. What's your favorite game currently? Gacha game? Probably either it's currently my most enjoyable gacha game to play right now is either Star Rail or Wuthering Waves, because Wuthering Waves is in that I'm currently in like a spot of where I'm in the phase of the game where I'm like now getting my characters like to a really strong point where I can now get my characters to level 80, and then now I have access to 5-star echoes, so I can make them really strong. It's just going to take me some time to gather all the correct echoes for my characters, and all the gold ones, and get them all leveled up to plus 25 and tune them and shit. So it'll take a while, but to turn over, but yeah, it's an exciting time. I'm like an exciting time for my Wuthering Waves account. And then for Star Rail, we got a lot of like end game modes coming out. We have a lot of stuff to do in the game, so yeah, a lot of shit to play. So it's been fun. So those two games probably at the moment. If you're talking gacha, of course. Doesn't have to be gacha. Non-gacha, I'm grinding a game called 7 Days to Die. It's a first person like survival crafting game. If that makes any sense. Like, think Minecraft, except the focus is surviving and killing zombies. But you can build your own base and shit. So as far as like actual normal games go, I've been grinding a lot of 7 Days, both on my own solo file, my own solo game, and then a co-op game I got going on with my friend Protagonist. You should try the Forest then. I've seen gameplay of the Forest just from watching VTubers play. It seems interesting, but it definitely feels like a co-op, a mandatory co-op game. I don't know how much I would really enjoy playing that game just solo. But I suppose never say never, so. What about Chang'e with Plug? Well, at that point, that's a Chang'e team, isn't it? Not an ARC team. Like, remember that whenever you put Chang'e onto a farming team, whatever identity that team had before will no longer exist. The moment you add the moment you add the Gong to a farming team, that team is now a Gong team, whether you like it or not. He just fucking hijacks that team and basically tells the entire team, "You now work for me. Now please die." Just FGO today? Yeah. FGO grind stream today. Just for a couple hours before I have to get off. Okay. Grind a little bit more in QP. Let's see how much further we can go in grailing our arc. Have you tried Z3? Yes, I am playing it currently. I'm like account level 29, I believe, and I am enjoying it a lot, man. I fucking love Z3, man. It's such a vibe. Love the fucking game. One Tony arc, let's go. Yup, working on it. "7 days, such a throw." Yeah, exactly, man. The game's been around for fucking ever. Yeah, because it's a small dev team and it's been in alpha for like over a decade at this point. But they finally announced that they're gonna put out 7 days for full release. And they got the 1.0 update ready. It's currently only on experimental, but it'll be on stable soonish. So. Changong is not a bad choice to Grail, to be fair. If you want to fully commit to Changong memes, then sure, yeah. Z3 frame rate is also unlocked and not capped at 60. Nice. No wonder my game feels really smooth. Or no wonder the Z3 experience feels really smooth. So hey, props to MiHoYo for making sure to have Z3's frame rate uncapped. Back to the QP mines. Woohoo! Imagine wailing for Castoria just for her to become a glorified bullet for Changong. Hey, at least if you're using her skills proper, if you're using her skills for Changong, then you know that's a use for her too, right? As long as it gets the job done, as long as it works. Like these are gacha games we're playing, man. You do what you gotta. You know? Gacha games ain't fair. So fuck it, dude. Uncapped frame rate, Genshin could never, truly. Yet another, what is it? Genshin could never moment. PC Z3 runs great, but there are some frame drops on PlayStation. Oh no. Hopefully they fix those. Is Asterios good for a free Berserker? Not in a conventional sense. Asterios is mainly like a free-to-play, like a budget setup support Berserker. Asterios is weird because he's a Berserker, but he has a support / utility NP, and that doesn't usually work very well. FGO is one of those gacha games, or it's a kind of game where if you have like a weird servant who kind of goes against the norm of like how a class is supposed to behave, usually it doesn't work very well. And unfortunately, Asterios is kind of like is kind of an example of that, because like he's a Berserker with 3 Buster cards, so it's like, okay, well, that means he's obviously he wants to do damage, right? And a lot of his skills also buff his damage, but then his MP is like, oh, we like it like reduces defense, and it doesn't actually do any damage. Like, okay. So it's like, what the fuck is the point of that? And like, if you want like a setup, like utility servant, then like, well, Matahari exists, and like she has really strong debuffs, like defense debuffs. So like, why would you even use Asterios in the first place? Unless Asterios has something that I'm not aware of. Maybe he might. I think he has like a 6-turn effect or something on his MP. Let me look it up. Asterios. His MP does post oh no, they show the upgrade first. Let's see. A 20% attack debuff for 6 turns, yeah. Also reduces their defense up to 30%, but usually only 10% for 6 turns, yeah. So, like, the 6-turn debuff is intriguing, but the values themselves are not great. His post and his MP buff does make it so that he reduces an enemy's defense and attack together for what? It slaps what? A 60% attack debuff on them on the first turn, and then a 50% defense debuff on them for the first turn too. But like the 60 and the 50 only last for 1 turn, so it's like, okay, Like, it would be kind of nice if it lasted for a little bit longer. You know? And, like, Asterius is a berserker, so he can't get his MP easily because he only has one arts card. Right? And then, like, why would you give Asterius... But if you really wanted to use his MP, why the fuck would you give Asterius a super scope? Or, like, a kaleidoscope just to get him his MP? Like, and for a setup berserker? Or for, like, a setup servant? Like, huh? Like, giving waiver case scope would make more sense. To be honest with you. And you compare Asterius... I mean, Asterius' main problem in his specific case is that he's a fucking 1-star. Or he's meant to be a budget support. For budget support servants like him, all the utility needs to be on their skills, not their MP. But the problem that Asterius has is that all his skills are for himself. They're selfish skills. They're all like, oh, it buffs his attack. What's the second skill? It increases his own defense? Yeah, that's fucking useless on a berserker. Fuck that shit. And his third skill increases his buster performance by 30% for 1 turn. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, it does give him a really strong star weight buff, but it's only for 1 turn. Where is he getting those stars from? You know? So, like, his skills are not suited for whatever the fuck his MP is. So Asterius ends up not being used at all. Because there's too much there's way the schism between his NP and his skills is just way too harsh. Like, his kit doesn't make sense for what he is. And you compare his ass to another budget support like Matahari, who's also another 1-star servant, just an assassin on her end. And you look at her skills and you're like, what the fuck? Right? Matahari gives your team a 100% star gen buff for 3 turns. That's pretty fucking good. She also gives your team a 50% crit damage buff for 3 turns. 1 star, by the way. Her second skill is pretty good too. It's a 60% chance to charm all male enemies. That's situational, but can come in handy sometimes. More importantly, it reduces everyone's defense by 20% for 3 turns. That's decent, right? And her third skill slaps another 20% defense debuff on one enemy this time, also for 3 turns. Also seals their skills. That might be a double-edged sword depending on what context you're using that in. But the important thing is the second defense debuff. And then her MP slaps yet another 20% defense debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. So in total, she's slapping a 60% defense debuff on at least one enemy, 40% for the others, for at least 1 turn. And her MP also has another chance to charm them too, in case her second skill's charm didn't work. Either because it failed or no one on the enemy team is male, right? Because the charm on her MP is universal. She can charm anybody or anything. There's no restriction there. So, like, Matahari is a great example of a potentially very strong budget support, right? Because most of her utility is on her skill. And if you have the luxury of giving her, like, I don't know, super scope, or she's somehow able to get her NP, or through, like, if she's on the field for long enough somehow, or like, she just gets enough charge from her teammates because her teammates have, like, AoE charge skills or something, and you can use her NP. That's even better. But, like, she clears the minimum of, budget support with very strong skills. Because you can use her skills at any time, as soon as she enters the field, right? So she's great. She's the perfect example of a budget support. Whereas Asterius, not so much, man. Anyways, sorry about the rant. More music time. So, to answer your question, who was it? Who asked that? Dominic over in YouTube chat. Unfortunately, no. Asterius is not a great berserker. He just is. He's just not. Unfortunately. Matahari got that booba buff. I mean, hey, can't deny it, man. GW did your boy dirty on Geronimo? Yeah, man. They certainly did. Motherfuckers. Justice for our boy, for the greatest mistake, Geronimo. Imagine being a Native American in a Japanese video game. Couldn't be me. Well, then again, what's her name? There's a Julia, I think is her name, in Tekken, in the Tekken series. I think in Tekken 7 Julia is pretty good, but I think that's only because she was a DLC character. Do you need to summon for Arc? You don't need to, especially if your Melusian is Grail. I would only recommend rolling for Arc if you either just want her for as a trophy waifu, or because she's going to be a very rare character in the future. Because I believe on JP, Archetype Earth has not had a second rate up ever. Hopefully that'll change with this upcoming anniversary on JP in about a month. We'll see. But the only reasons why you should roll for Arc is either to roll for, just to have her as a trophy waifu, or if you're serious on investing into her pretty heavily to actually seriously use her. If you don't plan on doing either of those things, I would say just don't even bother. At least that's my opinion. Or if you already have, like in your case, a very strong Melusian that can already handle most content for you anyways. They should rerun all anniversary servants and anniversary. Honestly, not a bad idea. Yeah, why don't they just do that? Because they do that for Valentine's already, don't they? So yeah, might as well do that for anniversary too. Why not? Also, hey JXC, thanks for the 26-month resub, man. Welcome back. I don't know if the sub alerts are able to pick that up. Let me restart my subscription thingy just in case. But thanks for the resub, man. Appreciate it. And yeah, good afternoon to you too. GG be hitting this event like a lottery. QP, in terms of QP grinding, half AP QP grinding is the most efficient QP source in the game. If you're doing the 5th QP difficulty node, the one that I'm doing right now, the one that gives you, like, if you stack all your QP CEs or your QP boost CEs, it gives you per run. It gives you like at least 4.5 million QP. When the game gives you half AP dailies like these, like so for Ember dailies and class dailies and QP dailies, half AP QP dailies English is the most efficient QP source in the game, more so than lotteries. The only reason why lotteries are usually, like, we speak so highly of lotteries because they give you a lot of shit at once. But if you're only looking for QP, half AP QP dailies is the best thing. So if you're low on QP and you need more QP to, you know, fund like Grayling, Archetype Earth, or whoever else you want to level up, then yeah, absolutely. Is MP4 good enough? What, who, for Archetype Earth? Yeah, should be. Especially if you grail her, too. Yeah, MP4 should be fine. I would say baseline level 90 MP3 would probably be an okay spot to be. But since you have her MP4, that's even better. Arcs only be in GSSRs? Yeah, there you go. So yeah, hopefully they bring her back on like limited rotation for JP's 9th anniversary. Matahari was your secret weapon against Guatia? Yeah, he's not gonna know what hit him, man. The power of fucking huge ass tits. We will save humanity for the sake of saving the booba. By using by weaponizing anime titty. We will save anime titty by weaponizing it. Is the Ember node worth it? I think so too, yeah, because they give you 5-star Embers. The one downside of Ember dailies is that you can't farm all class Embers. That's like the one downside. But like 5-star Embers give you so much XP, it almost doesn't matter. Almost. But it does suck that I don't think any of the Ember dailies give you any all classes. I believe the only way you get all class 5-star Embers without like buying them directly from like a event shop or something is to just roll them from fucking From Point Gacha. Because I don't think any of the Ember dailies give you 5-star Embers directly. At least I don't think so. What do you think about Draco not being in GSSR, and why do you think it's stupid? Yes, how did you know I thought that was stupid? Yeah, Draco never showed up in GSSR, that's pretty fucking retarded. Like, why are they treating Draco, like, as an exception? Like, even Archetype Earth shows up in GSSR, what the fuck is what the fuck is the deal with Draco? What, is it because she's a beast? Oh, we have to stay true to our lore and make it so that you can't summon Draco from a GSSR. Yeah, fucking lore can go suck my fucking dick, dude. Fuck you. Probably because she's a beast. Yeah, who fucking cares, bro? Yeah, it's fucking retarded. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past Lozangle in that I wouldn't put it past them to have like specifically not let Draco be part of a GSSR and like make her disappear from the game for like 2 years, so that way when she gets another rerun, when she finally gets her much requested rerun, they just make fucking bank off her. And sure enough, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened right earlier this year when Draco finally got a rerun. Fucking JP just jumps all the way back up to the top of the fucking best-selling apps list again. Fucking pick up the phone and get fucking whoever Apple's CEO is, like I think his last name is Cook. Mr. Cook, Lozangle's doing this again. They're doing this shit again. 5-head move? Yeah, maybe on their part, but for the rest of their players, they can go. The rest of us players get fucked. Yeah, 5-head move to make money. Nobody calls that one dude, who was that guy? The dude who was formerly the CEO of Unity or some shit. The dude who was like, we should make it so that you have to pay for bullets in the middle of a fucking game. That's how we make more money. Nobody's out here saying that was a 5-head move now, are we? Who are my next 120 servants after Arc? I am working on Yang Yuan, but then Archetype Earth will take priority. Once I'm done with Archetype Earth, I'll work on Yang Yuan. Once Yang Yuan's at 120, then I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board and see who I want to work on next. You're really happy you can 3-turn. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because Saber Shiki now finally has a fucking battery. God, it's been so long, bro. Finally, Saber Shiki has her fucking 30% battery now. Jesus, dude. It's 30%, right? I don't think it's like 50. Pretty sure it's not. Wasn't I considering 120 in Castoria? Oh yeah, it's right. Thanks for reminding me. I'll probably work on Castoria next then. Now that I think about it. It's either between Castoria or Morgan, to be honest. I'll have to decide on who I want to 120 first, I suppose. Between the two of them. Shiki got a battery and they moved her instant cost damage. I mean, while that's nice, it almost doesn't even matter on Shiki, on Saber Shiki, just because she only hits once per enemy on her NP. So it's like, ooh, that helps a lot. I mean, maybe in some fringe cases it might actually help. I mean, technically, depending on how good her MP charge is, she might be able to generate at least 10%. Or at least 9%, 3% per enemy hit. So, like, maybe that can actually make a difference? I don't know. She gains, she refunds 30%. Oh, it's 30%. Okay, that actually makes a difference, yeah. If it's 30%, then yeah, fuck it. We ball then. Yeah, if she gets 30% off of 3 enemies, then yeah, we're in business. You can make something happen with that, I think. Have all anniversary servants been relevant in singularities and lost? Are you talking about stories or are you talking about gameplay? If you're talking about story, obviously Sherlock Holmes. Holmes has been, you know, obviously relevant. Da Vinci Caster has always been relevant, at least for part 1. I believe DVC, Da Vinci Caster, MILF Da Vinci, was our first anniversary servant, right? Who was our second anniversary? Was it Holmes? I believe it was Holmes. So yeah, obviously Holmes is a big part of the story, starting with well, we first meet him in London, I believe, and then we meet him again in Camelot, and then he joins us as part of the team for the Lost Belts. Who was year 3, chat? Was it? Yeah, who was year 3 anniversary servant? Was it DVR? No, it can't have been DVR because DVR came after Castoria. Who was our year 3 anniversary servant? Or yeah, our 3rd anniversary servant. I'm forgetting. Scotty was that early? Christ. Huh, I guess she was that early. Jeez, it's been so long. Yeah, I guess it was Scotty, huh? Scotty shows up in Lost Belt 2 as the Lost Belt King. So there you go. I think the year after her was DVR. Yeah, DVR was before Castoria, not after. If I said after, I apologize. So yeah, after Scotty was DVR, Da Vinci Rider, and obviously Da Vinci Rider is very important to us because, you know, Lost Belts. And then after her is Castoria, and, you know, Lost Belt 6. And after Castoria was Koinskaya Light, right? Was it Koinskaya Light? Who's after Castoria? Or was KOL 2 years after Castoria? Who the fuck was after Castoria, actually? Or was DVR actually after Castoria? I'm getting all the anniversary servants mixed up. Wasn't Merlin anniversary servant? No, he was not. I know that for a fact. No, he was not. Merlin was the Solomon release servant, but he was not an anniversary servant. KOL was after Castoria? Damn, she showed up that quick, huh? Alright, so KOL. And then after KOL was last year. And then this year is obviously Archetype Earth. So KOL obviously shows up in the singularities, right? Or at least after part 1 and after EOR, technically. Archetype Earth is probably our first anniversary servant where they don't have any presence in the story whatsoever. Because technically Archetype Earth shouldn't even exist. At least I don't think she should in the FGO timeline. She's just here just because Kek W. Because fan service. Yeah, Arc is the exception out of all the anniversary servants in terms of like story relevance. All the other anniversary servants like show up in a major way in the story. Archetype is the first one who to not do that, or she like kind of breaks the trend. Where like she doesn't really show up in any story proper, at least not so far. Maybe in JP story later on she'll maybe show up in something. I don't know. But as so far from what I'm aware of, no, she doesn't really show up in anything. MP3 should be fine to attempt 90++ if you have Black Grail limit broken, right? You would have to 90++ nodes. You have to remember are balanced around the fact that you have Oberon. Unfortunately, Archetype Earth does not work with Oberon. At least not in a double coin Sky Light Oberon team, which, well, you know, that doesn't work, then what will? You could probably you might be able to make Arc work, but like only MP3 and no Oberon. There's double. Oh, if you can use double Oberon, then sure, I guess that would work. That'd be kind of awkward though, because that means that you have to have Oberons on your support list. Maybe people have Oberons on the support list. Maybe. I mean, he's strong enough. Maybe you'll find somebody. Maybe you'll find someone who has a max skill Oberon on their support list or something. So yeah, actually, if double Oberon works, then or if double Oberon is a viable setup, then yeah, maybe MP3 Arc should work for 90++. I mean, you are actually, will it though? Because Oberon's third skill explicitly states that you cannot stack the MP multiplier effect. So like, all you'd be really doing there is just giving Arc another 50% Buster buff. I mean, that's not nothing, but. Well, then again, if you bring double Oberon, then that you are already giving Arc like a 60% MP damage buff just right there between Oberon's first skills. So maybe it can still work. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. You like how KOD hisses sometimes? Yeah, as one of her voice lines. You have him up, you thought everyone did. There's not. Oberon's kind of a weird servant to put on support because, like, most of the time you only really need one of them. Like, double Oberon teams exist, I'm aware of them, but like they're kind of annoying to use. Then again, I suppose if you don't have anyone better to put up as your extra class, I suppose you should have Oberon up just in case people need them, or just in case the people on your friends list actually do unironically use double Oberon setups, I guess. Because like they can help a lot in case you have no other options. But ooh, Automod got your message chaos with then because of your minor spelling mistake. I know what you tried to say there, but Automod got you because of that. Oops, minor spelling mistake. Should you go for Morgan MP4 or Melusian MP3? Good question. Who do you like better? Or more to the point, do you have Oberon? Or do you at least plan on rolling for Oberon if you don't have him later this year? Because like now at this point, Oberon's not that far away. He's only like 4 or 5 months away, to be honest. He'll be here sooner than you think, or he'll be here sooner than you realize. So. Funnily enough, most people are using your Tamamo? What the fuck? Excuse me? Why are people using your Tamamo to farm? That's a funny way to say Castoria. Who do you think the JP anniversary is gonna be? I have no fucking clue, man. Like, if I were a JP player who like pays attention to the story, then maybe I'd have a better idea, or I would maybe have like clues as to who it could be. But I don't know, man. It could be anybody. That being said, I did think that there was a chance that who was it? Alco could have been the anniversary servant because she is like she kind of has that rep. Right, that she kind of has that reputation, but considering how she turned out, yeah, I suppose it was a good thing that she wasn't the anniversary servant, I suppose, because in case you guys in chat have not heard my opinions on Alco and JP, I am very disappointed with how she turned out, gameplay wise. Yeah, not a fan. I think Lazingo really fucking dropped the ball on that one. So yeah, in with that context, yeah, I'm actually kind of glad she's not the anniversary servant. But regardless, that tangent aside, so yeah, Alco can't be the anniversary servant. We already have her. Who was the New Year's servant for this year? Oh yeah, the New Year's servant for this year was like, wasn't it the Fate Samurai Remnant guy / girl / whatever the hell they are? Yeah, Yamato something. Yeah, your main servant in I almost said Star Rail. In Samurai Remnant, yeah. Yeah, Yamato Takeru, yeah. And yeah, I don't think they were gonna be the anniversary servant because yeah, collab servant and all that. Yeah, collab. Who else? I'm trying to go through potential options here. I don't think they're gonna pull up Alco's sister, Toko, right? Is her name? I don't know if they're gonna pull up Toko. Yeah, I don't know about that. Not sure if they're gonna if they have the balls to pull up Toko. Honestly, like I guess there's a slight chance now that Alco and Alice is in there, but like I don't know, man. I would say it has to be somebody from like the JP story proper. But like I don't keep up with JP story itself, so like I just have no idea. Olga Marie maybe, but we know for a fact that Olga Marie is probably like a 6-star or whatever the hell is above a 5-star. Right, because in JP in Lost Belt 7, right, where we finally run into Olga Marie and she's like quote unquote playable, like her character, her servant profile boundary or her border is like rainbow or some shit, right? If I'm remembering correctly, so like that kind of implies that she's something higher than a 5-star. So like what does that mean? Is she a 6-star? Like, I don't know if FGO's ready for a fucking 6-star servant quite yet. I think that's a little too soon with how slowly Losango's been, like, progressing the gameplay of this game. Yeah, progressing the gameplay as if that's something impressive, Keck W.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe Sion or Shion or however you say her name. Maybe, but she's a master, not a servant. I mean, then again, we have fucking we have the Samurai Remnant Pro Tag, and he's technically a servant. Who else? We also have the dude protagonist of Maotsukai no Yoru, right? Alko's boyfriend or whatever. Or whoever, I should say. And he's a welfare, just like the Samurai Remnant Pro Tag. So like wrong archetype Earth. Imagine Shiki from Tsukihime. Suki takeover, Suki hijack. Consort U counts? I guess technically, yeah, but technically, but I mean, story-wise, she was always a servant, was she not? She was just like quote-unquote undercover or some shit. Alright, chat, we are now embarking on the 120 journey. Woohoo! Kiritsugu 2, yeah, but he was like, you know, the technicality with him is that he's from a different timeline, where he was never a master. But then again, he's still human, technically, I guess, so. I don't fucking know, man. Fate is weird. Who fucking knows, dude? How many rolls did it take for MP6? Over 3,000 Saint Quartz in total Saint Quartz value. More specifically, it took me 2,400 Saint Quartz roughly and another 218 tickets. Five-star Avenger Boudica. As much as I would love to see a 5-star Avenger Boudica in the game myself, she won't be an anniversary servant, even if that does happen. You made it is also a vampire ancestor, or like one of those true ancestors, yeah. So yeah, and what? Yeah, like I said earlier, wasn't she like always a fucking true ancestor? She was just posing as a master. Nice, a super suck. Solomon. Actually, what is I mean, this might be spoilers, but like I would be lying if I said I wasn't curious to know like what the fuck Solomon's role is, right? Cuz like, oh, definitely not Solomon. We already saw his ass in what? I think the last place we saw him in NA was back in Atlantis, right? So it's like, oh, definitely not Solomon. Like, what the fuck is he up to? Because I don't think we saw him at all during Lost Belt 6, right? Maybe he'll show back up again. Maybe he'll show his ass again during Lost Belt 7. Who knows? So we could probably get like Punished Solomon or some shit. Punished Solomon. Camisots? Oh yeah, that's right. People, I saw a lot of people on JP Twitter over the years, asking aloud like, where the fuck is Camisots or whatever. So yeah, maybe he could be the anniversary servant, I suppose. He seems to be quite popular. So yeah, possibly him. Kamisatsu is hyped because of his Lost Belt backstory. Yeah, something like that. I'm not exactly familiar with the exact details, but... Where the hell is Caster Holmes? I don't know if you want Caster Holmes, because Caster Holmes was a literal fucking 3-star, my dude. You sure you want him? Just hoping for summer Arish. This year for sure, Arish bros. For sure. Surely they can't keep summer Arish from us anymore, right? After all these years? Surely. Surely. Caster Holmes was a bait, he was never a caster. I guess that kind of makes sense. Summer Tez. I mean, so even if we get Summer Tez, that's not, that doesn't matter because, Lozingle hates the dudes and will never give them their own summer, like proper summer alternate variants. Only, hey, we heard you guys like boys, so here's a fucking summer skin for y'all. I mean, I guess depending on who you ask, that might actually be better, but nice, another super suck. Not a true ancestor. She's more like a. She's more of a natural elemental. Okay, so not a true ancestor. They'll make Summer Draco before 5-star Avenger Boudica. True. They fucking hate Boudica, man. Justice for Boudica. Skins are free, so you prefer it that way? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, for sure some people will actually will not mind, like, the guys getting skins, because, hey, at least they're free. As long as you have the boys themselves, yeah. It's just, hey, free skin, cool. As opposed to having to fucking worry about, oh god, now we gotta roll for even more servants. Ah! Alright, time to start grinding for embers. Woohoo! Honestly, I could do the completely random Ember daily, because, like, who the fuck else am I gonna fucking grind XP for? Keck W. I suppose I could think about grinding XP for Merlin, or Proto Merlin specifically. What is she, caster? So I could go for the Archer and Caster Ember daily right here. I believe this is the right one. Alrighty. Okay, XP. Which team do I want to use here? Instead of Morgan, we'll drag, We'll drag Arc along. And then for Arc, we'll bring... we'll just give her a scope. Why the fuck not? What bond level is my Koinskaya at? 13? Okay, she's got a long way to go. And my Canis is not max bond yet. Let's see. Yeah, this should be fine. Famous last words. This should be fine. Ah, she's Pretender. Gotcha. And in that case, I guess it doesn't matter which Ember Daily I do anyway. Hey, makes life simple. Keck. Either way, I'm fucked. Let's see. Am I good with this team? I think I should be. Yeah, max bond. We have the bond or the Mystic Code XP craft essence. Yeah, we should be good. Hopefully, anyway. Hey, General Moose, how's it going, man? Happy farming. Hey, thanks to you. Thanks, and same to you too. In case you're grinding anything. Summer Coup Alter, yeah. I mean, he is popular enough of a character. I mean, people always respect him for how much fucking damage he does, so... I mean, perhaps, maybe, we will see. Perhaps. Every time someone asks for Summer Erish, she gets delayed by a year. How diabolical. Have you tried the auto setup feature? It's kind of hilarious to see what it does. No, and I'm kind of scared to see to find out. I dare not witness the power it possesses. Let me actually stick Summer Rosanna up on my lobby real quick. Where's she at? That's just regular Rosanna. Here she is. Hey. Let's see if Arc can actually still one-shot this. She doesn't have great buffs, but we'll see if it works. Oh yeah, it should be my solar wave runs right now. Oh god, you can't even one-shot the this motherfucker. In that case, I think I'm gonna have to use, who is it? I'll have to use Arc as my wave 1 and wave 2 clear and bring like a single target for wave 3. Actually, let me see here. Let me think about what I can do. I think I do something like. Let me try running this team again. Maybe I can have her do more damage when I use plug suit buff here too. Let's try that. See if that does anything. What outfit does Mash have? Some skin that we got like a long time ago, at least like a year or two ago. I forget which one it was. Like some traveling outfit thing. If they give Cool Alter the Hawaiian shirt, the entire fan base will burn down FGO headquarters. Why? Why would they burn HQ down? We already have Summer Erish. Her name in the game. Her name is Ishtar. Yeah, but she's not blonde. I could actually also bring in Castoria too, just for good measure. Oh, this one's a Berserker. This one should die pretty quickly. Because FGO knows everyone's been requesting Hawaiian shirt coup for years now. They even mentioned it. So yeah, why would the fans burn down FGO's Lazingle HQ for giving them what they want? Because I don't know about you, but the Japanese usually Molotov buildings when they think that they're doing things that they don't like, right? I mean, Kill Annie will tell you all about that. You have enough Grails to 120 here? Yes, the problem right now is Embers and XP and QP. But Grails is not an issue, I have enough. They wouldn't burn the headquarters, servers would commit Sudoku. Yeah, they don't need to burn down HQ, the servers will burn down first. I'm gonna Grails take the 120. For 5 stars, 15. Because every Grail past level 90 will give you 2 levels. So 120 minus 90, 30, divide by 2, 15. Quick maths. picnics. Man, moon cancers are pretty fucking low. What is it? Have some pretty fucking low, star weights, huh? Yeah, for 4 stars and below, they take more. What if we got Prisma Cosmos, or PC Emiya, or Ilia, yeah, PC Emiya for Annie, or someone else from the Ilia anime series or manga series to promote the upcoming movie? And that's a nice idea, but anniversaries usually don't like, anniversaries should be about the game itself, not to promote a movie. If they want to help promote the movie, sure, they've done it before, but they'll do it as a separate event. Like, they're not gonna use an anniversary event just to promote a fucking movie, man. Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. See what my PR grind progress is so far. Ooh, nice. We're already a third there. The crit stars are kind of spread out all over the place, unfortunately. Just in case. They promoted remake with Arc, but you get what I mean. Maybe event not an anti-servant. Yeah, not only that, Arc is several layers of importance. Several layers more important than somebody like Ilia, man. Like maybe if it were like Fate Stay Night Ilia, but this is not FSN Ilia. This is PC Ilia, and they're honestly kind of different characters, or at least in universe, they're not exactly the same level of importance. Like, Suki is kind of where it all began, so yeah, that's understandable for them to hijack Anniversary to, you know, as an excuse to put Arc into the game. I don't see them doing that for somebody like PC Ilia, to be honest with you. Like, they could have done that for somebody like FSN Emiya, right? Shiro for Shiro. But obviously, you know, we know how Shiro ended up getting into the game. So obviously, he can't be an anniversary servant anymore, unless they just decide to just straight up drop us fucking Emiya from straight out of fucking Fate Stay Night. But you know, if they do that, then sure, go ahead. Not sure if that's gonna happen though. So like, you know, you can try to compare them all you want, but I think that's I think we already know the answer to that one, man. Would they kill Gordolf just to make him anniversary servant? I mean, you know, I don't know, maybe. It would be just my luck because I'm not particularly fond of Gordolf. So I can see them doing that just to give me the personal middle finger. You just want them to go nuts to revel in the shitstorm that ensues? I don't know. That kind of gives me, like, oh, I want Lazangle to add Hitler to FGO vibes, man. But, you know, you do you. I want them to add Jesus to FGO just to see what happens. Great idea. Let's get started working on that right away. Put that shit out in time for 10th anniversary, I suppose. And let's see what happens. Surely nothing can go wrong with that. There is Hitler in Fate Redline, yes, and Buddha's in the Buddha is in fucking Fate Extra, I think, either Fate Extra or some other game. Forget where he's from. How are my skills and combat arms back in the day? Top 1000. I don't know what my overall ranking was. It's been too long. I don't know how to. I didn't really care about ranking. I just wanted to just play. I was definitely a pup stomper though, and I was definitely better than average. But a big part of the reason why is because I was running around using full fucking NX gear back in the day. So it's like, well, yeah, duh. But I was mainly a pup stomper. Shit. Actually, it doesn't even matter. I don't even need Coin Sky Lights' battery school here, technically. It's already turned 3 anyway, so what the fuck ever. Who fucking cares? In hindsight, I think I was okay at the game. Definitely, I think I was better than average. But, like, you put me up against, like, the actual people, the people who are actually good at the game, like, people who actually played the game competitively, I wouldn't stand a fucking chance. Who do you think are the top 3 strongest Buster reloaders, not in order at MP2? It would depend on your criteria and the situation at hand, because obviously servants have different situations where they're better at. Like, for example, if you're fighting, or if you're farming man attribute enemies, then obviously Morgan dominates. Gajuna is probably gonna be your one of your go-tos, as long as you're not fighting servants who have really high magic resist. Melusian is obviously up there because Black Grail memes. Personally, the first 3 that come to mind are probably those 3. Gajuna, Morgan, and Melusian. Maybe Arc, but Arc needs to have very heavy investment. Because, again, she's Moon Cancer. So, you know, she kind of needs it. Because at least with Morgan, she's a Berserker, so she's good against everybody. She gets her, you know, Berserker advantage against most things. How was that compared to others when I was trying like CS:GO or I've never played Valorant. I don't mind playing CS:GO, but I much prefer arcade shooters. Back in the day at least, I couldn't stand like search and destroy game modes. I don't mind playing them now, now that I'm older, but I still much prefer my run around like a fucking chicken with its head cut off arcade shooters types, where I just get to run around fucking out movement people and shoot them in the fucking face from like behind or something. I much prefer games like first-person shooters like those, like high mobility arcade shooters. Kind of like Apex. I guess I could kind of get into Apex. The problem is Apex is a battle royale, and I fucking hate battle royales, man. Like, just the mere concept of, oh, you drop 100 players or so. I don't know how many players Apex can hold, or how many players Apex has in one game. Maybe like more like 60. the mere concept of dropping a whole shit ton of people, dozens of people onto a big map with no gear, and you got to try to survive until the very end. Like, I'm sorry, but you are very likely not gonna be winning a lot of games, and not to mention like the beginning stages of every fucking BR game is always gonna be hectic. Like, no, sorry, that's not for me, man. Like, at that point, that's basically a glorified fucking TDM. I much prefer, like shooters where, like, I have an actual objective to fight over. Because at least that way, even if I can't outperform the enemy team by raw gun skill, at the very least, I have a chance to outperform them in terms of OBJ. Right? So, that's kind of like an equalizing factor for me, personally. Because, like, if you there are going to be people out there who are just straight up better than you in terms of in terms of shooters. Like, that's kind of what I've learned. That's one of the rare lessons I learned from my years of playing online shooters. Like, somewhere out there, no matter how good you think you are, there's somebody who's just better, more cracked than you at the video game that you're playing. So what do you do when you run into someone like that who's just straight up better than you in every way, and they're on the other side, fighting against you and fucking putting a bullet in between your eyes every single time they fucking see you? Like, I've had to play against those people in a lot of the PvP shooters I used to play back in the day. Combat Arms, what was the other game that I played a lot of? Dirty Bomb. And others. It's like, what do you do? If it's a straight up just team deathmatch, or an elimination style game mode where it's just whichever side gets the most kills wins, yeah, you're shit out of luck, bro. Good fucking luck. At least in an OBJ game mode, you can still at least have a chance to outplay them by just playing the objective and playing smarter. It's tough, but at least you have a chance. So, I'm not a big fan of BRs for that reason. Not to mention my own personal shitty luck would make it so that 9 out of 10 games I play in any BR, I just kind of land in the middle of I land with like fucking 10 other people and I get shot in the face immediately. Oh, back to the lobby for me. Lobby simulator time. Also, public service announcement. It's not Buster looping, but instead Buster reloading. Public service announcement. You forget when you NP6, can you app in all three, can you go for all three app pins and hit 120 with Bond 5, or you need max Bond? I think you have to go up to like maybe Bond 12, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty high. Or maybe it's not that high. I forget exactly how high you have to go. That's actually a good question. Maybe Twitch chat has the answer to that. But last I remember, you had to go up to like, what, Bond 12 or something? Maybe I'm misremembering. But any archer class serve in my party? I should probably do that then. Nice, super suck. What bot am I trying to get vamped to today? Well, as high as I can. I'm only going to be streaming for another hour anyway. Today's not going to be a very long stream. I think it's 12? Yeah, 12 sounds about right. Hold off on all appens until you hit 120. Yeah, prioritize 120 first. You can afford to unlock your servants' A2, their second appen. It's probably their most important, depending on the servant. So you could probably unlock like one of their appen skills immediately, but then yeah. Once, if you do that, then make sure to get them to 120 afterwards first, and then decide on which appen you want to unlock next. How painful was Rosanna and Sakura? I exchanged for Rosanna immediately with 200 gold mileage tickets. I am still trying to pull Summer Sakura directly from gacha because due to sunk cost fallacy. So I'm sticking now in the, I'm in it for the long haul. I have already sunk about 11 or 12 multis into Summer Sakura's gacha and, you know, jack shit. You saw my decade-old Axe video with friends back then. Axe felt so empty back then. Oh no, Sorrow. That video is kind of misleading. Let me explain why. That video you saw me record. I believe I recorded that video when the dealer's hall was about to open to the general public, or to like the regular attendees. I'm gonna yap about this for a little bit, so strap in. So back then, I was a premier ticket holder or a premier ticket attendee for Anime Expo, because at Anime Expo they had this attendant like option, like you could buy what were called premier tickets back then between like 2012 to like 2022 basically. 2022 was the last year they had it, and they discontinued premier tickets afterwards because I guess some dipshit complained. Basically for those 10 years, minus of course the 2020 and 2021 year, because those were the pandemic years, so Axe didn't happen physically. Premier tickets, if you were a premier ticket holder, basically it was one step above regular attendee, and if you paid more money towards the end, we had to pay like $500 per ticket. It was fucking expensive. Unironically, it was still worth it though. And the perks you got, the two main ones were, technically there were three, but the two main ones were, the first one was you could cut in line of any panel you wanted to go to, so you guarantee yourself a spot, as long as you were there in time, of course, to actually, you know, attend it. And then the second perk was on day one, only on day one, if you lined up at the dealer's hall, if you lined up the specific premier ticket attendee line to go into the dealer's hall on day one, the convention staff would let all the premier holders or all the premier fans, they would let us into the dealer's hall an hour early, before all the plebs, before all the other regular attendees. So the video you saw me record on that you saw on my channel, or you found my channel, however you did, was me running around the dealer's hall during that hour before the regular plebeians got let in. That's why it seems so, quote, empty. No, Anime Expo has always been popular. It just really started popping off starting in like past 2015, 2016 was when Anime Expo really started taking off. Like, I would say 2017 was when it really, like, it was obvious that, oh yeah, we're getting a lot more people. We're starting to get a lot more people now. But no, Anime Expo has always been popular. Like, it's always been the biggest anime convention in North America. It had been for a while. Even before, you know, anime started getting, like, more and more mainstream, so to say. But no, it's not because Anime Expo was, like, empty back then. It's just because I was filming during an hour where none of the regular attendees were able to get in. So that's why. Avenim, thanks so much for the 4-month resub. Welcome back. Hopefully the sub alert went off. I think it did. Hope you have a good night. Yeah, I'm enjoying my night so far. Uh, 2015 was when One Punch Man was aired. Huh, that kind of makes sense, actually. Yeah. At least before 2020, usually every year during the 2010s, during the 2010s decade, every year was like, Anime Expo had like a sort of theme, or maybe not a theme, it had like a main anime that was like the trendy anime of the year kind of thing. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like 2015 was like the year of One Punch Man or something. And like obviously we had the year of like Attack on Titan whenever that year was. Anime becoming mainstream was a mistake. I think if you're really that concerned about like your favorite hobby becoming mainstream, if that truly bothers you, I think you're just a weak-willed individual. Do better. Are there any servants you have set to random session? Archetype Earth. Arc is the only one I have set at random session because she's the only servant in the game where I don't have like an immediate, like I can't decide on like a favorite ascension stage. I like all three. She's the only servant who's like that for me. Every other servant in the game I have a favorite ascension, so I keep them there. But Arc is the only one who does not conform to that. So she and she alone is on random ascension. Things come to change and get more corporate, and normally such corporate change is not good for the hobby. Camu, you fail to understand that your hobbies are always going to change no matter what. In my opinion, anime was always going to become mainstream anyway, especially with how external factors outside of anime were happening. For example, the American comic book industry basically imploding on itself, right? As one of the few examples that I could list. Anime was always going to become mainstream. So it was gonna happen whether you liked it or not. And also, a lot of these corporate changes you're talking about, they don't fucking affect me. They don't usually fucking affect most people in the first place. If you mention things like, oh, Crunchyroll's gonna ruin anime or whatever, bro, they were always gonna be a shitty company whether or not anime went mainstream anyway, so what's the fucking difference? What do you think about rolling Summer Helm and Summer Anise? Roll for Summer Anise. She's one of the best characters. She's one of the best units in the game. Summer Helm is okay from what I've seen, from what I've heard. Like she's not bad. I think she's like S tier, I think. So she's not bad. But if you have to pick one or the other between those two, go for Summer Anise. Summer Anise is legit one of the best units in the game. Or one of the best DPSs in the game. You must be out of the loop. What's so bad about Crunchyroll? Well, in terms of gacha, they've dropped the ball really hard. Like they let Preco EN shut down so they can go fuck themselves. That and whatever anime streaming service they've got going on isn't being received. I don't think has been received very well. Yeah, roll for everyone, or will you be financially responsible? Probably financially responsible. I would like to roll for summer Ibuki. Not sure if I can. I will try to roll for summer or Proto Merlin. And I will try to roll for one copy of Summer Scotty. But we'll see, I suppose. Alright, Camo, let me stop you right there, buddy. If you're gonna put on your tinfoil hat, don't do it in my stream. I know you're not a fan of Aoko. Did you like how they did Alice at least? I don't know. Let me look her up actually. This will actually be the first time I actually properly look up what the fuck Alice even does. Things are not looking the brightest, at least from your perspective. Bro, Kami, you've done nothing but speak in generalizations, and I didn't know about this one, bro. Bro, you're just talking just for the sake of talking, bro. Like, right now, you ain't acting any better than that one dude from yesterday who was trying to tell us about how much he hated how much he didn't like Piper's fucking armpit animation. Like, explain to me how you're any better than that fucking dude that I banned from my chat yesterday. Like, what is the fucking point of you bitching about whatever it is that you're fucking bitching about in my chat? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. What's the topic he's talking about? Originally, he started yapping because of how he thought, oh, the anime industry is gonna go to shit. Cause something Blackstone's taking over everything something. At least I'm pretty sure that's what he started yapping about. I don't know, I could be wrong. Not exactly following the conversation in Twitch chat going on in Twitch chat right now to a T. Trying to look up Alice's kit on the FGO wiki right now to see what I think about it. Oh yeah, the fucking combo started with anime becoming too mainstream or some shit. That he brought up, mind you. At least he's not talking about kids, I guess. Minor improvement. See what I did there? Let's see, Alice's first skill. Huh. Speaking of minor improvement, why the fuck is Alice's first skill called Diddle Diddle? Quick arts, makes sense. She's got a 282Q deck. 50% battery. Party MP gen rate. She has all this on one skill that's on an 8 to 6 turn cooldown? The fuck? Somebody at Lazingo really likes Alice. Jesus. Second skill. 30% attack defense. Oh, hey, look, it's Coin Sky. It's KOD skill. Increase own attack on Forest, City, or Darkness. That's 3 environmental conditions on one fucking effect? Really? So that's another 20%. In Forest, City, or Darkness. Okay, sure. Why not? So another 20% attack and defense. And then third skill can only be used when user has Robin. Okay, what the fuck is this? Robin counter? Grants self-substitution status for 1 attack 2 turns. Special anti-purge defense that cannot be anti-purge. Oh, it's... Oh, this is basically Trinval. Yeah, it's 1 hit of Trinval. And then charges on IP gauge, so 50 plus 20, 70. Oh, cool. Another 70% charge servant. And then hilariously, substitution can't be blocked by buff block because it's not tagged as being a buff. That's funny. True invul, yeah, that's what I meant by true invul. When I say true invul, I mean an effect that negates all damage incoming to a servant, and cannot be removed by buff removal. That's the reason why I've never called Castoria's anti-perch thing a true invul, because technically it's not, because it has a weakness. True invul effects do not have any weaknesses. It's just, oh, you are not going to die. Can't snap right now. And this shit is on a 4 to 2 turn cooldown. What the fuck is this? Then, so what does it mean when Alice can only use her third skill when she still has Robin counter? What the fuck does that mean? Does she have it? Does like one of her passives have something like this? Yeah, it is tied to a passive, I figure. Territory creation, item construction, folklore defense. What the fuck is folklore defense? Reduces own damage taken except from NPs by 400. Interesting. Reduces own damage taken against ailment debuffs, so curse, poison, burn, by 400. Huh. Interesting. Let's see. Yumina C grants self insta-kill gut status for 5 times. Oh, she just has that as a passive. Lovely. Cool. And then grants self on guts activate buff when she recovers own HP by 2000 when gut status is activated. So what, she revives with 3k HP total? Grant self Robin counter for 13 times. Yeah, so her Yumina passive is where she gets her her Robin counter thing. So I guess she has, so her third skill basically means she can give herself 1 hit of true invul, but she can only use it a maximum of like 13 times in a fight. Am I getting that shit right? Hopefully I'm getting that right. How did chat go to Sweet Baby drama? I don't fucking know, dude. Is it because of Camo? Do I need to fucking ban his ass for being fucking weird? How the fuck did you guys end up talking about the fucking Sweet Baby shit? Holy fucking shit. Like, what the actual fuck is going on in chat right now? What is Sweet Baby? Some video game company that hit the news, that hit social media news the other month because of their social justice warrior employees or some shit. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm sure Camo would be able to tell you more about it, or just Twitch chat in general, considering they're yapping about it. Anyways, Alice's NP. Let's see. She has different ones. Why does Alice have like different stages? Does it just have a different animation on stage 3? Let's see. AoE quick caster? I don't like that already, but sure. Let's see, what are her hit counts? 5545. 0.51% MP charge. Oh, I noticed that she's chaotic good for her first and second stages, but she becomes chaotic evil on stage 3. What, does she get fucking possessed by something or what? Increases own damage against human enemies by 30% for 1 turn. Okay, that's fucking useless. Ignore invasion. Deals damage to all enemies. So she gets sure hit. Oh, cool, I guess. 500% chance to inflict terror for 1 time 3 turns. 60% chance to activate a guaranteed stun. Unless they have, you know, debuff immunity, I guess. Reduces their crit chance by 20% for 3 turns. Okay. And then she has, she does super effective damage against man. Sure, I guess? I mean, she's got really good self buffs, I guess. Like, she can give herself up to a 50% attack buff. And, I guess technically a 50% defense buff, too. I guess she's kind of like a... How much HP and attack does she have? She's got, you know, high HP. Kind of low attack, and it's even worse because she's a caster. I don't know what she's supposed to do. To be honest with you, is she just meant to be a DPS caster, just as a quick caster, I guess? Because like, what is she supposed to do? Like, I can't exactly say I'm impressed by Alice's kit either. And this is after I've heard that Alice was at least a better servant than Alco, or was better designed than Alco. I'm not really seeing it, bro. Like, she just feels like a very fancy fucking quick AoE caster who just does super effective damage to man. Which, sure, I guess that's nice and all, but like, Morgan already exists? So like, huh? Am I missing something? Are you the only one hyped for Nidocris Alter? No, I think a fair number of people are excited for her. I am. She's fucking cool. I mean, she's hot, so that's reason enough. Isn't Alice high damage? Well, her attack stat is fucking low at only 10.6k. Like, she only has 10,650 attack. That's pretty low, man. And again, reminder that casters only have 0.9x class damage mod, so that in reality her attack is even worse than that. Like, it's actually like only 9,000 instead of 10,000. So like, I don't know what Alice is supposed to do. Because like, if you wanted a quick AoE caster, I mean, you should have rolled for Okuni instead. Because like, actually, let me pull up Okuni actually. Let me let's see. Or was the name Okuni? Yeah, Okuni. Izumo no Okuni. Let me pull up what Okuni does. So Okuni has higher attack at 11,000. Again, it's lower because caster attack mod. It's still at least higher than Alice's. She has a Lancer deck. So technically speaking, her card damage output is higher, as opposed to the 2A2Q. I suppose maybe Alice has an easier time gaining NP charge, I guess. But like, you're already a quick caster, so like, good luck gaining your NP charge in the first place. Like, Scotty can tell you all about that. What else? Oh yeah, because Okuni has a Lancer deck, that means that by default, her MP charge gain, her MP charge stat on attack is higher. Because Alice's MP charge gain on attack is like only like 0.55 or something. Like 0.55%. Whereas Okuni's, because she's a Lancer deck, or she has a Lancer deck, she has much higher MP charge attack at 0.8. So when she does use her arts card, she's getting a lot more MP charge on average. So like, okay, well, good luck with that, I guess. Let's see. First skill, quick buster, 30%. Evasion skill, cool, standard. Second skill, Let's see. Yeah, second skill, Okuni actually has a crit weight, a star weight buff. So you can use her as an emergency, like, crit DPS, I guess. Whenever that comes up. And it should come up because she's a AoE quick caster, right? So she uses her quick MP one turn, she's generating a lot of stars at least. And if you get a lot of her cards on the next turn, she just pops her second skill and she can crit a bitch. Yeah, star weight buff, 100% crit damage buff, by the way. That's not nothing. And she gets a debuff on attack buff, where she fucking defense debuffs whatever target she's attacking when she crits them. And then third skill reduces one ally's skill cooldown. A nice utility, I suppose. Not sure where she's really gonna use that, but still. 50% charge. Oh, that's cool. That's quite convenient. And she can just make her own stars right then and there. Emergency star bomb. And all of her passives give her extra crit damage for a total of 12% extra crit damage. So she basically has a free, what was the passive skill in FGO chat that gives crit damage? Was it independent action? Yeah, it's the one that all the archers have, or most of the archers have. It's like, okay, well, she just gets independent action EX for free. Alright, cool, I guess. Append is against pretender enemies. That's kind of interesting. Not sure how common anti-pretender is. Her NP is reduces one enemy's quick. Oh, okay. She's only a single target, not AOE. I suppose in that case it's not a fair comparison to make between Okuni and Alice, because I think the only other AOE quick caster we have in the game are the rats. I think, if I'm recalling correctly. I think the 4-star rats from Super Paul's event were AoE quick, right? Unless caster Wu Zetian is quick too. She might be. No, she's Buster, so she's out. What about actually Zhang Jue is AoE quick as well, but he's a 3-star. But I mean, hey, I guess it counts. So he's AoE quick. What about Charlotte Corday? Summer Charlotte. She is arts, naturally. Ash / Tonelico is Buster. What about Yui? From the Samurai Remnant collab. No, she's arts. And then, yeah, so I guess technically speaking, Alice's role for now is being the only 5-star AoE caster in the game. I guess. It's not an impressive one, but I suppose that's the role she has for now. And just to make sure the rats are AoE quick. Yes, they are. Deals damage to all enemies, reduces their quick resist by 20% for 1 turn, activates first. And deals damage to all of them, and they are quick. Yeah, so I suppose technically, yeah, Alice's role for now is being our premier AoE quick caster, I guess. But like, other than that, Alice's kit doesn't seem that impressive either. Like, I suppose it's kind of neat that she has the game's first and currently only form of actual legit true invul in the game. But like, it's only for 1 attack, so you know, okay, cool, I guess. All right, Chaos, thanks for hanging out, man. We'll catch you next time. Have a good one. New big titty pink hair character gonna come out. You mean the girl from the Japanese faction? Because I think she's the only other pink-haired girl in the game, right? At least that I've seen. Excuse me. Oh, fucking Advent is doing a Chain Together collab. Fuck.
次の戦場に案内してください。まだまだ打ち足りません。
Shit, it started at 6. Had I known that, I probably would have streamed earlier so I could end early so I can watch it. Oh well, I'm sure they're gonna be streaming for another hour. Oh well, I'm gonna be getting off stream in about half an hour anyway, so. Yeah, Santa Martha is also quick, but her MP is utility, so yeah, I don't quite count that. There's another faction in Z3 that's with a VTuber group. What do you mean? Like they're like VTubers in universe? Like a faction in Z3 that are like basically like VTubers or something? Like in universe? Is MP2 enough for a silly vampire? Generally speaking, yes. You should be okay. Yeah, I think. Like, I really hope you have Black Rail, though. I'll just say that much. Yeah, in universe VTubers, okay, that'll be interesting to see in game. But yeah, I guess I guess that makes sense considering, you know, the explosion of VTuber popularity. Hololive X Z3? Not anytime soon, no. Probably not for Z3. Like, I know Hololive has been... I know Cover has given permission to some of their non-JP talents to go stream on Bilibili if they want to. Like, for example, I believe Kobo played a little bit of Z3 on her Bilibili account. So... Like, Cover is kind of tiptoeing back into China. But, like, if they do want to go back into the Chinese market, it's going to be very slowly. Because, like, obviously we have not forgotten the Coco incident. And honestly, fuck China for, well, not fuck the country, but fuck the CCP for that shit. Like, they don't deserve Hololive. They don't fucking deserve Cover. But, I mean, hey, it's Cover's decision. If they want to tiptoe their asses back into China, then sure, it's on them. I don't personally agree with it, but oh well. So I'm not gonna say no. Like, it could happen. Like, if you were to ask me a year ago, I would have definitely said, oh yeah, hell no. Yeah, fuck that shit. But given the recent developments within Cover and, you know, how they've let at least some of their talents, the non-JP talents, but talents nonetheless, go to stream on Bilibili if they want to, of course. Obviously, they're not forcing their talents to go stream over there, only if they want to. Now I would say maybe, but that's a very big maybe. Like, don't expect anything anytime soon. Like, come back in, like, I don't know, a year or two. But yeah, until then, don't expect anything. I mean, it's a miracle enough that they Yago let who is it, Kobo stream Z3 in the on a fucking Chinese platform to begin with. Yeah, exactly, Dr. Zero. It's like, you know, even if I don't agree with it, at the end of the day, it's their own company. They should do whatever they feel like they need to do or they want to do. So, all right. I just wouldn't recommend it, but You know? Did you see the Dodgers collab? I didn't. I only saw like pictures off like Twitter. I was busy over the weekend. I wouldn't have gone even if I had known about it anyway. Like, I'm not a big fan of like collaboration shit in the first place, to be honest. Like, sure, I'll buy merch, right, of things I like. I mean, just look at the shirt that I'm wearing right now. Like, I picked up my Raiden shirt that I'm wearing right now in Little Tokyo over the weekend. Since I didn't go to Anime Expo, so I decided to treat myself. It's like, yeah, like, I don't mind buying the occasional merch every now and then. But, like, in general, like, IRL collabs, like the Dodgers game, the Hololive Dodgers game, whatever the fuck. I'm not too big a fan. It's usually too much of a hassle for me to justify, like, you know, trying to be part of it. Like, the biggest thing, the biggest reason why I watch VTubers is because they're streamers, first and foremost. Like, I don't really care for their idol shit, right? Their concerts or whatever, their songs. I'll listen to their songs, obviously, but usually most of the time, unless it's like a VTuber that I really like or I consider an Oshi, like for example Mori, Callie, or you know, I don't know, who are my other Oshis, like Toa, right? Usually I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy or partake in their idol shit. Like, I care about them as streamers first and foremost, and everything else is just like a distant fucking second, third, fourth, fifth priority for me. That being said, you know, the Hololive Dodgers collab was still pretty cool. And the fact that it actually went over pretty well overall. I mean, I've heard stories about the merch line being way too fucking shitty. So that kind of sucked, obviously. But, like, as for the game itself and how the rest of the collab went, it apparently went pretty well. Like, even the normies were broadly on board with it. Like, most of them were, like, kind of confused. But, like, you know, they didn't seem to mind overall. From the vibes that I got off of social media. So... yeah, overall it was pretty cool. Seemed like they did a pretty good job of handling it, other than the fucking merch lines, of course. Cute shirt, yeah. China has too much nationalism when you say the wrong thing. Yep, and you can blame the fucking CCP for that. Which is why I never think that going into China for a financial reason or like a business reason is never a good idea. Because all you need to do is fuck up once and you're gone. Like, one mistake is all it takes for the CCP to come along and fucking shut your shit down. Either the CCP or the fucking little pinkies coming out of the fucking woodworks like fucking termites. And fucking shitting on your ass so hard they force you to leave China one way or another. Like, going into China in a big way financially or in like a business sense is never a good idea. Normies like, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, the Dodgers were trailing by a little bit, and then when Gura showed up at like halftime or whatever, during like in between innings or at some point, yeah, and she's saying take me out to the ball game, and then the Dodgers were able to turn it around. Gura, the funny little shark girl, the funny little shark lolly has become has now become the Dodgers' new secret weapon. When Shohei Ohtani cannot perform, they must deploy the tactical Gura. They're gonna have her on a hotline, and they're gonna have they're gonna put her face on like a fucking huge ass floodlight, so they can shine up into the sky like the Batman signal, whenever the Dodgers are having trouble at home during their home games. Did you get into the Holo merch? No. I didn't go to Anime Expo this year. I definitely did not attend the Dodgers ball game either. I just kind of kept up with it on Twitter. That's it. Hey, Abaddon, welcome back to the stream. It's been a while. Hopefully, life has been treating you well, because it sure hasn't been treating me well either. It sure hasn't done that for me. Some gatekeeping normies were mauling though. Yeah, I mean that's understandable. It is kind of even to us to some of us weebs. Yeah, it's kind of weird seeing Guras and Suiseis and who else was there? There were 3 Hololive V2 Holo girls featured in the Dodgers ball game, right? I know 2 of them were Suisei and Gura. I forget who the 3rd one was. Was it Fubuki? I forget who it was Fubuki. Maybe it was somebody else. But yeah, it is kind of weird seeing their faces up on the scorecard on the scoreboard, in like the fucking Dodgers game. Like I would have never imagined that would ever happen, at least not in my lifetime. So it was kind of weird, yeah. And yeah, you were obviously gonna get some, some normies trying to gatekeep, of course. Yeah, that's just natural. So that part doesn't really surprise me. Imagine coming back from World War II and seeing VTuber shit in our baseball. You're like, World War II ended in 1940s, man. I'm used to those kinds of jokes. I mean, I play Azur Lane, and that's kind of a sort of like a semi common joke that normies like to make whenever they see, like, anime games about World War II warships being turned into big titty fat ass anime girls. And in all fairness, it is kind of weird. They're not wrong. Like, Keemstar being who he is, or even considering who Keemstar is, and his dumbass shit, like his taking isn't exactly weird. Or yeah, it's not out of the ordinary. Oh, war criminal? Okay. Hey, World Dummy, welcome back. How's the grind going? Pretty good. Just casually trying to get my Archetype Earth to hit level 104. It's gonna take me a while to get Arc to 120. Pekoraka, yeah, because I knew that all the Holo girls that were present had to have the Dodgers colors, yeah, of white and blue. I was just forgetting who the last one was. I kind of wonder how the Japanese fans took it. I'm sure they were thrilled. I'm sure they were fucking happy with that shit, because yeah, Japan loves baseball. So I'm sure all the JP fans who heard about the Holo Dodgers game, I'm sure they were fucking thrilled. Because, yeah, baseball is basically a fucking religion over in Japan at this point. Who's the girl on the bottom left corner? Her name is Summer Roseanne. Or her name is Roseanne. She's a character in Nikkei Goddess of Victory. We have a summer event going on. She's one of the featured gacha units. Because this is her summer variant. Considering your recent Chio pull has been good, has Archetype Earth treated you well? I mean, at least that's good, because she sure as hell kicked my ass. Baseball fans were really confused about. Yeah, I'm sure it was, because like it kind of happened it kind of just happened out of nowhere, right? Maybe us VTuber weebs knew about it for a while, but like, yeah, like how exactly were you going to like advertise it to the normies, right? Like how would that work? So yeah, I'm sure a lot of them are maybe some of them are still confused as to, like, why the fuck were there anime girls up on our scoreboard the other day? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. $120, let's go! Yep, working on 120 right now. There are plenty of Japanese who flew over to LA just for the Dodgers game. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Not only that, but it makes sense because Shohei Ohtani is obviously very popular, I would imagine, in Japan, right? Because he's a Japanese player playing in the MLB. So yeah, it's like a double treat. They get to watch both the Hololive collab and they get to watch Shohei Ohtani play. Like, I think I heard that Ohtani didn't exactly perform well during that game, but so oh well. Maybe next time. But yeah, I guess that makes sense, yeah. And the Dodgers baseball card collab merch, yeah, the ones with like Gura and Pekora and Suisei on it are being the scalper market price are insane. Prices are insane in Japan. Yeah, of course they would be. But of course, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm glad at least the JP bros enjoyed it a lot. Cause yeah, it makes sense. Cause the Japanese bros fucking love baseball, man. Ohtani didn't perform well that game. Yeah, you know, it happens sometimes. Yeah. Like, I don't really follow baseball, so I'm not gonna criticize him at all. I'm just saying, like, you know, I heard that he didn't really perform very well that day. Or during that game, yeah. Maybe next time. But yeah, and it happens. You can't always perform at your very best every single fucking game. We're all only human after all. Yeah, at least they got the Gura buff. They got the Gura buff. The tactical shark. Your best pulls after a long-ass dry spell and nothing but salt. Hey, at least it happened for the most important servant of the year. Or at least one of the most important ones, so. You pulled 3 arcs and all the other ones for only 300 sync ports? Well, shit, man. That's a fucking steal. Baseball games over there. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm aware of how fucking nuts the Japanese go over their baseball games, man. Yeah, like I said, it's basically a de facto religion over there. Yeah, they're fucking crazy when it comes to baseball. The Japanese truly are our American, our brothers as Americans. We just live an ocean apart, but you know. Ow, fuck. Oh, no buster cards. Feel like all your luck evaporated after getting Lingyang and Jinshi and Wuwa with 3 singles. Yeah, because I play a lot of gacha games. My luck appears to be that if I get lucky in one gacha game, I will be very unlucky in like a gacha game that I play after, or if I need to pull in another gacha game like right after, like soon after. My luck tends to be very equalizing. But yeah, it do be like that sometimes.
型の器というものは不便なものだな。どうぞごゆっくらい尽くしてくれましょう。あくまで華麗に。
Had to drain all your resources for Jade. At least you won the 50-50. Still Gepardless. Are you like trying to get Gepard or what? Or are you just saying you still don't have Gepard? And you're still trying to avoid his ass. He'll show up eventually. He'll find you one way or another. That would explain the Ray rolls. Yeah, exactly, Aston X. Yeah, I get fucked in FGO, but then Ray takes pity on me and shows up pretty quickly, relatively speaking. Yeah. Oh, you actually do want Gepard, but he still doesn't show up. Oh, okay. Well, that's a different story. Well, then, that's called Desire Sensor. Oops. Awkward. So, oh. Oh, you actually want him. JP Bros during World War II. God damn, the Enterprise in New Jersey, Monka. But JP Bros in current year. God damn, it's the Enterprise in New Jersey. God damn. God damn. Why New Jersey got a fat dumpy? Maybe that's why they beat us. Maybe that's why they beat us 80, 90 years ago. You still don't have Welt or Gepard, and you really want them? Damn, still no? Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe one day you will be able to. You'll be able to roll for them. Actually, Hannah, you don't really roll too much on Star Rail, right? I guess that would kind of explain why. Yeah. Parade, yeah. Hopefully you get them soon. You roll standard whenever you can. Well, yeah, I assume whenever you have enough, what is it? The regular tickets. Yeah, no, Jades. Yeah. Save your Jades for the limited banners. Currently waiting for Jiao Chu. Yeah. The pink-haired fox boy. I'm still surprised that MiHoYo had the balls to release a fox boy. I think I've said this before, but seeing like actual a fox boy, not a fox girl, that's very rare actually. At least to me. Like most of the all the anime mediums that I'm aware of don't really have fox guys. We have fox girls all over the place, but not fox guys. So honestly, kind of unique actually. Gotta give credit where credit is due. MiHoYo definitely went out on a limb on that one. We do have fox guys. Yeah, I know they exist, but at least for the gacha games that I play and the anime or like the anime related shit that I consume, I don't really see fox guys. They're pretty rare. So whenever I see a fox boy or a fox guy, it is pretty noteworthy. You bet the Yaya XP of Star Rail will be a cat girl. The Holy Trinity. Bunny girl, fox girl, and cat girl. Isn't Goro from Genshin a fox boy? He's like a dog, no? I never got the impression that he was a fox. I thought he was a dog. Yeah. Same VA as Oberon? Damn! I assume JP voice actor? Then yeah, even better than shit. Goro is a Shiba Inu? Yeah, so Doge. Doge. Much Geo, such support, wow. Wow. JP, okay, gotcha. Crunchy audio. Ugh, what the fuck is going on with my audio for my tablet? Yeah, I better end the stream after this run. Jesus, if my tablet slash capture card is nuking itself. Fucking yikes. Oh yeah, audio's getting real fucking crunchy, eh? Oh yeah, you hear that? Audio is real fucking crunchy right now. God damn, I love me some crunchy audio. Nice, super suck. You really like Shufu's voice lines? Yeah. Whoever did Shufu's voice lines did a really good job. I haven't listened to much of her lines yet, but even just I can tell even just by her her Ascension lines and her summoning intro lines as well. Fuck, I need more QP. All right. Gonna have to farm more QP off stream. She's voiced like Kana Hanazawa? Really? I did not hear that. Holy fuck. Well, I mean, she's super fucking talented, so no wonder. But shit, man, now I know. It's Ichika! But anyways. Alrighty, chat. I'm gonna leave you guys here. Nice little short 3-hour stream of me just grinding away, working towards 120 arc. I'll do some grinding off stream. We'll see where I'm at after I come back. But hopefully I can get arc to 120 by the time before all the half AP shit ends, or while all the second anniversary shit's still going on. So yeah. She's voiced as somebody different. Okay, well, I guess I can just look up Shufu on my own and see who she's voiced by. Profile, yes, Misaki Watada. I'm not familiar with her, but she did a good job. Hopefully they paid her ass good. Anyways, yeah, thanks so much, chat, for hanging out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the comfy FGO grind stream. Feels nice to do these every once in a while, so appreciate y'all coming out. But yeah, I will send you guys over to Miss Pocket Chalk's stream. I believe she is streaming right now. I believe she's streaming Nikke, because I think she started doing her Summer Roseanne rolls I think an hour ago. So I hope she's still streaming. Let me check. It's 2024. Yes, she still is. Okay. Yeah, I'll send you guys over to her stream, so tell her I said what's up. But, yeah, I'm going to take my leave here. Enjoy the rest of your nights, everybody. And we'll see you guys next time I stream. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll probably spend tomorrow working on videos. And, yeah, whenever I come back to stream, that's when I'll come back. So, keep an eye out. So, yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out, yeah. And enjoy the rest of the week, boys and girls. So, peace.